offering that fruit.
What'd you say?
I guess that's an offering that fruit.
Yeah. Yeah, superhero, man. Yeah, Malcolm was a superhero for sure.
I don't want to get the other one.
So Malcolm got a movie coming, not your movie, got a movie coming out. 9 Wives, man. It's from, and the title is from your quote. So appreciate the inspiration for sure, for sure. And for those of you who come to visit Malcolm, just know Khalid Muhammad is buried in the same cemetery. His number is 6317. And where is it at, Mom? Hershey, what is it?
Hickory Terrace.
Hickory Terrace. And Malcolm X gravesite is, I'll give you guys the number, 150, and it's in Pinewood, but you're never gonna miss it because it always has flowers on it. So park in front of the spruce sign right there. I'm giving you guys a landmark so you can have it. Park in front of the spruce sign and walk straight up, and you'll see Malcolm X gravesite. And yeah, man, I'm just here to pay homage to a superhero, man. And if you follow me, you know how much I admire Malcolm X. And you know, this film 9 Wives has been,
Somebody recently put this here.
Yeah,
This within the last month or so.
been brewing in me for years, and I allocated 6 months of my life to actually do it. And August 5th is the date. And
2021.
August 5th.
2021.
August 5th, 2021. So it's one of the more powerful things I think I've ever done in my life outside of taking care of my family. And I just, on behalf of millions, man, you know, thank you for your sacrifice. And I brought my mom here. This first time you've been here, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, first time you've been here. I've been here a few times, and but yeah, man. I interviewed your daughter August or September of last year. Pretty profound moment in my life, and it's they doing a series with Malcolm and Muhammad Ali called Blood Brothers. That's coming out soon in September 9th. That comes out. And but overall, I just want to say thank you on behalf of the millions upon millions that you've inspired. Thank you, and I hope that your name lives on forever. Do my part to honor you. And if you guys are in the New York region, it's Ferncliff Cemetery, 14 miles from Harlem, and about 7 miles from the Bronx. So it's pretty close, just right on top of the Bronx. It's pretty close to get there. Get here. And so yeah, man. And obviously Betty Shabazz and her intuition was so profound and so powerful. You guys seen it in many of the films, but I can imagine the conversation she had with Malcolm X as it pertains to the relationships between Elijah Muhammad and also Louis Farrakhan. Her intuitions were right. And so she definitely deserves to be honored and recognized, and you know, and yeah, man, hopefully y'all legacy live on forever. I wish I would have had a couple boys. We have 6 girls, so you know, so yeah, but thank you. And 9 Wives, August 5th, and thank you for the inspiration. I mean, you literally walked towards your death. It's just amazing that if you look at the interviews from his last week of his life. It's funny, I'm going from first person to third person in this conversation, but you look at the interviews, you can see that he was walking towards his death and never stopped, you know. And I think it's criminal what Elijah Muhammad and the Nation of Islam did to you. And the truth will come out, I believe, when Farrakhan dies, more truths will come out. And similar to with Elijah Muhammad, when you spoke truth to power about Elijah Muhammad and all the women and all the money and all the deceit that Elijah Muhammad and his kids were doing. You spoke truth to power, and that ultimately came out um, um, after after uh, after Elijah Muhammad's passing. And I believe the same thing will happen when Farrakhan passes. A lot more truth will come out about his life and about the truth about the Nation of Islam, because not everybody's going to be in the will, similar to Elijah Muhammad. So anyhow, man, rest in peace. Love you. Thank you, Betty Shabazz. You know, I wish I could have been a fly on the wall. But the most beautiful thing is I spoke to 3 people who were actually there when Malcolm X had the conversation with Elijah Muhammad, and that will be very profound in 9 Wives. So um, appreciate y'all, love y'all, and
Your life haven't been in vain.
it's impossible. It's impossible. It's impossible that there's no way his life is in vain, because the energy, just me as a single person, the energy that I put into it will be passed on to other people. And just think, you times that by hundreds of thousands and millions of people. So it's going to always live on forever. And it's ironic that the things that you taught us about the white liberals is still reigning true. You know, you don't trust them. You don't put your celebrities as leaders, and your comedians and people who take, I'm paraphrasing, who take money and checks and deals with the government, because they will ultimately side on the side of who feeds them. And you know, and we're still dealing with that 6-inch knife that 6-inch knife that you spoke of, as it pertains to a 9-inch wound. Um, so yeah, man, it's just so horrible, man. And I know Harlem will never forget you. You know, Lenox Boulevard was changed to Malcolm X Boulevard, rightfully deserved. And it actually should be called the home of Malcolm X. You know, Harlem should, but there's so many great people to come out of Harlem. But you know, I'm glad you got a street named after you. And now more and more content is coming out as well. So honorable man, and may your name and your life and your legacy live on with you and Betty Shabazz. And we love you. And yeah, man. So it's just a beautiful thing. And we honor you. God bless you. See you in paradise, heaven. You know, and I know God has a special place. God has a special place for you, without a shadow of a doubt. And we honor you and we recognize you. And thank you, Betty. Thank you for the sacrifice. And I know you witnessing your husband be murdered in front of your 4 kids and your 2 that she was due to give birth to. I can't imagine. I can't imagine the thoughts that ran through your mind post February 21st, 1965. So just thank you. I wish I had a chance to meet you. You know, and but anyways, we love you. May your legacy live on, and rest in peace. And ultimately, thank you for the ultimate sacrifice that you made, and never ever wavered, ever.
And his writings and his films.
And his writings, huh?
His writings.
His writings, yeah, ultimate, yeah, right, everything. Writings, his stature, his masculinity, never wavered, always stood as a man, stood tall, stood firm, never succumbed. I know he could have succumbed. I know there was hundreds of thousands of deals on the table for him, and he never wavered. And you know, but I'm sure your legacy will live much further than men like Louis Farrakhan and Elijah Muhammad, just for the statueless, masculine, strong man that you were, on that principle alone, let alone the actual sacrifice that you knew you had to make for us to move forward as a people. So we love you. God bless you. And until next time, love you.